Today's how to build is on a Wonder Woman Brickhead. Wonder Woman! So I have received exactly 0 requests to build Wonder Woman, but with her movie coming out, I thought it was a momentous occasion, so that's why I'm reviewing multiple Wonder Woman Lego sets and building Wonder Woman out of Lego. Also, I think that they really need a Wonder Woman Brickhead, and technically they already produced one, so it was an exclusive at San Diego Comic-Con, a Wonder Woman Superman Brickhead combo set last year, but that was super limited. Most people can't buy it. It's like goes for insane prices on the internet now, but I was able to reverse engineer that set and add a few touches of my own so that you can all build your own Wonder Woman Brickhead. So before we jump into the instructions, I wanted to do a quick shout out. So I did a 3-scale Lego Batman minifigure a couple months ago, and one of my fans, Ender Blocks 64, took that design that I made, recreated it in Lego Digital Designer, and sent me that file. So that's really cool. I don't take the time to do my how to builds in Lego Digital Designer. I just build them physically and do the video. But now that means that there's a set of printable instructions as well as a parts list for the build. So if you wanted to build that Batman but didn't know what pieces you needed, so there's a link in the description where you can download the digital design file as well as the parts list. It's also linked to a Brick Owl parts list, so those resources should be really helpful for anyone who wants to make that build. To start out, we're going to build some legs for Wonder Woman. Some 1x2 plates in red, white, and 2 of them in tan. Build 2 legs like that, 1, 2. Then for her waist, get some 2x4 plates in blue, 2 of those. You could also do this as a 4x4, but I like it built as separate plates. Layer on top of that with some 1x4s and a 2x4. And on the bottom, a 2x2. And we'll put the legs around that. Nice little legs. Now you have a decision to make. So for Wonder Woman's belt and headband, you can either make those yellow or gold. So you could do some 1x4 plates in yellow if you want to use yellow. I'm choosing to use gold. I had these 1x4 tiles, which work nicely. You could also do jumper plates here and just be careful about the next layer up. There's not really a lot of gold plates, unfortunately, but the tiles work well enough. One of the challenges of making your own brickhead is that brickheads use a lot of this piece. It's a 1x2 by 1 2/3 brick with 4 studs on the side that are a perfect square. These pieces come a lot in brickheads, but not a lot in other sets, so it's hard to find a whole bunch of these unless you take apart another brickhead, which you could do if you're just trying to make Wonder Woman and sacrifice another brickhead to do so. But a nice substitute is if you have some of this piece, this bracket, which is a 2x2 to kind of 1x2 sideways, plus some 1x1 bricks with stud on one side, 2 of those. That equals out to be the same square face. You just have a little bit extra left over, so I'm gonna have my stand in here plus one of the normal bricks. I'll just put a 1x2 plate in there to fill out the center. To build the arm, you want a 2x2 plate, but I used up all my 2x2 tan plates on building my voxel link. Then we're gonna do a 1x2 tile across my 1x2 plates. Ideally then you'd have a 1x2 plate with a clip in the center, but that's a pretty rare piece. I think the only set it's come in is maybe the Jack Sparrow Brickhead, which I don't have. So I'm just using a normal clip and a 1x1 plate. And then for her bracelets, I'm using this silver grill plate. I think looks pretty nice. I happen to have that in a couple different shades of silver, actually. You could also just do a 1x2 tile in light gray if you don't have a silver piece, because silver's kind of rare. So you're going to build 2 of those arms. If, like me, you don't have the 1x2 plate with clip and just 1x1s, make sure to mirror them so that they both have their hands forward. I think that looks better. Grab a golden lasso piece from one of your minifigure Wonder Woman. What's great about the Wonder Woman dorm set from the Lego Superhero Girls set is it comes with 2 golden lasso, so you can use one of them as your spare for this Brickhead. Fill up the center with whatever. I made it red to be like her heart, so 2x2 brick, round, and round plate in red. But yeah, whatever color you want there. So for the next part, we're going to work on the front and back of her shirt. So the back is just going to be a 1x4 brick and a 1x4 plate. And if you use tiles like me, it'll just have to hang out there for a little bit. For the front, a couple different ways you can do this. So this is a 1x4 plate and a 1x4 brick. And then this is a part of a sticker from the Wonder Woman dorm set. So it was on the sticker that was like that. That's for her like motorcycle readout. I just cut off the bottom. I think that works really well there. So that's one way you could do it. Another option would be to take a bunch of headlight bricks, like so. And if you're doing yellow, some of these yellow grate pieces would work really well. Again, you'd pair this with a 1x4 plate. So you could do that. Or if you're doing gold and you have them, you could do gold grill plate. Because that kind of represents the lines she's got that are kind of in a W on her torso. But you could play around with different things to do up in the front, depending what you have. Again, the official set had a custom printed brick, which is super expensive because there were only so many of them made. Once you've done that, you can connect everything together with some tan plates using 2 2x4s, but again, this could be a 4x4, some 1x4s, etc., etc. Here's a quick look at the Wonder Woman dorm set that I stole this sticker from. You can see there's a couple different options here. Her wardrobe also had a really nice Wonder Woman logo on it, but it was a little big for this Brickhead, so that's why I ended up going with that. But there's a couple different Wonder Woman logo options there. Hey, stop stealing pieces from my set! The inside of the head is pretty complicated. If you have a whole bunch of these, you can build this the normal way a Brickhead inside is done, but I did not, so I had to improvise. So let me show you that. So this is another one of those 2x2 to 1x2 brackets, using 4 of those along the bottom. Color choice does not matter here. Then going forward, what we're going to do is 1x2 plate. I'm just filling in the center with some orange here, so a 2x2 brick, 1x2 plate. Then on the next level, I have this 1x2 brick with studs, 2 studs on one side, one of those at the front and the back, and these 1x4 with studs along all the sides. So this means that you'll have full connection for the sides of the head at the bottom, but only partial connections for the front and back. So I found that worked with how I designed her head, but depending on what kind of Brickhead you're doing, you might need to rotate this 90 degrees, if that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'm sorry. Oh, fill in here with some plates. Doesn't really matter what you do. Now we're going to do the same thing, but rotated. So a whole bunch of these 2x2 to 1x2 brackets, assuming you have them. In the center, we'll honor the Brickhead tradition of having a brain piece in pink. So some 1x2 bricks for me is what worked there. Then we'll do 1x2 plates. Again, color doesn't matter. 1x1 bricks with stud on one side because I ran out of 1x2s with studs, and some 1x4s, and then fill this bit in the top. I'm using orange for fun. So yeah, there you have it. Wonder Woman. Doesn't she look wonderful? JK. For Wonder Woman's face, start with 2 2x3 plates. connect those with some nice 1x4 plates in tan. Now you've got a choice for the eyes. You can steal an eyepiece wholesale from another Brickhead. Sorry, Black Widow. So that's one of those 1x4 plates with just 2 studs, and then those 1x1 Brickhead eyes. So that can go right there and be Wonder Woman's face. Or you can do like a 1x2 tile and some 1x1 plates. I'm giving this to Black Widow, but you could imagine this on Wonder Woman instead. And then just some regular 1x1 eye tiles, since those are a little easier to come by than the Brickhead variant, unless again you're stealing it specifically from another Brickhead. Now for her magical tiara, you can do it in yellow if you desire. A good way to do that is a 1x4 plate, 1x2 plate, and a curvy downward double slope, like that. And in the set, this had a red star printed on it. You could try to steal a red star sticker from something else and do that. I was doing it in gold, so here's what I did. A golden cheese slope, then a golden circle plate plus a cheese slope, right there. Another one of those, and then another golden cheese slope. I thought that looks pretty good. Another alternate for the center, this golden half pyramid piece, you could put on just as is, or if you think that's needs to be out a little bit further, put that on a jumper plate. That's a pretty good kind of tiara, depending on how you think it should go. Fun stuff. For the left and right sides of her hair, I'm going to take a small black arch, a 1x2 plate, a 1x2 curved downward slope, and a black 1x1 round. Doesn't have to be round, but I like that. Build 4 of those. Then take a 2x4 tile up here to cover up the whole thing. 2x2 tile, and then put this. This could also be a 2x4 plate if you don't have gigantic tiles, or some 2x2 tiles. Just fill it in. Yeah, and then put 2 of those, and whoop, do the same thing on the other side. So you can see this is where, because this part has more studs and that one has fewer, I kind of built around that limitation since I couldn't do this, you know, all with these bricks. That makes sense. So yeah, hair sides complete. For the back of the hair, I couldn't tell from the photographs of the official set exactly what they did for the back, so I just kind of made up my own. So some 1x3 curvy downward slopes, 4 of those. Then some 2x4 plates, or a big old 4x4. So then we're going to connect those 2x4s with another 2x4, and then do 4 curvy downward slopes all along that. And for the bottom, take some cheese slopes. I've got some double wide cheese slopes, and just make it a nice little curve there. So I thought that was a nice little bob in the back that kind of went well with the rest of her hair. Now we just need some hair on the top. So these are pieces we're going to be using a bunch for the hair here, which is a 1x2 plate with the little track off of the side. So get a bunch of those. I'm going to use one in the front and the back, then a 2x2 black plate and a 2x4 black plate, like so. Then we're going to take another one of those 1x2 with tracks, some 1x2 curvy downward slopes, or a 2x2 curvy downward slope if you have it. Build 4 little doohickeys like that, and then put them all along like so. So yeah, the 1x2 with the track goes off a little bit in the front and the back and on the sides, so it just adds some nice shaping to the hair there. So yeah, that is cool little Brickhead Wonder Woman. If you want to build a base for her, Something that works pretty well, like the base that the Brickheads have, is a 4x6 plate with partial tile. So you could take a 4x6 plate with mostly tile and a 4x4 plate with mostly tile, stack those on top of each other, put it down there, then all it's missing is the little number that they have in the front, and looks pretty much the same, and she can stand up a little bit easier than they can. So they have these 1x4 plates with tiles. I didn't have any of those. Another way you could do it that's basically the same base is if you've gotten a lot of collectible minifigures over the years, like I have, take 2 of those 3x4 base plates that come with it, so mostly tile with some plates. You can stick 1 on each of her feet. I like to center her, but technically she would be, you know, back a little bit to match the other Brickheads, but that works pretty well as a base. And you could convert your other Brickheads to have similar bases if you care about the base consistency. Wonder Woman, huh? Have you ever thought about joining my Bat Squad? Your name could be like Wonder Batwoman, Batwoman Wonder, the Wonderful Batwoman. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. No, I'm pretty good on my own, but thanks anyway, Batman. I'm just gonna, you know, go off to the side now. Bye, everybody. You creep me out, all your batness. I mean, are those your kids? I don't get it. Haha, I'm his kid. I'm just a platonic friend that he kind of has awkward feelings for. It's weird. Okay, great. Have fun. Bye, bat people. Do. Ah! Hey, Black Widow. Nice angry eyes you got there. You're not angry about me stealing your eyes and part of your face, are you? No, I'm not. Why am I talking like Batman? No, I'm not. I just, I was built this way. That was a Lego joke. Ha 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 ha. Wonder Woman! Yeah, that's my theme song. From the 70s. It was awesome. Wonder Woman! All the world is waiting for you, and the power you possess. Yeah, that's me! Possessing power! Woo! Feminism. Hashtag feminism. Hey Brick fans, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this how to build on Wonder Woman. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Brick 101, and click on the end card to watch even more how to build pop culture character videos.